guys, do you know that fire beneath the ocean exists?
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It might seem counterintuitive and illogical. I mean, bro, what are you talking about? Ocean is water and water is anti-fire, right? So, what the hell? Okay, so please, before you uh, criticize me, I'm going to explain further. So to clarify, by fire here, I don't mean actual fire. I mean hot radiating stuffs. Since fire is often associated with heat, I figured out that the word fire can knock some sense in you real fast. So you see, it's true that actual fire, cannot live underwater, since it's a reaction that depends on three things, namely fuel, heat, and oxidizers, usually oxygen. Without these three, there can never be a combustion. That is the process of burning or creating fire, which is exactly what water did, because water blocks oxygen and absorbs heat. So, no, there cannot be flame underwater. But can there be flame like materials underwater? Oh, yes, absolutely. Now that is a different question. In fact, modern oceanography shows that the sea floor contains widespread volcanic activity as well as massive heat source beneath the crust. Underwater volcanoes and magma chambers produce lavas that can reach 1,000 degrees Celsius. On top of that, there are also hydrothermal vents that can release superheated water with a temperature of around 350 to 400 degrees Celsius. So yeah, very hot. But I know you probably don't know about hydrothermal vents. So I'll be trying to add some more context here. Basically, these hydrothermal vents are some kind of uh, say ventilasi laut in Indonesia, or in English, fissures in the seabed that discharge geothermally heated water. Now, this geothermally heated water usually manifests in the form of what scientists call the black smoker and white smoker. If you want to know more about this smoker stuff, you can check out Wikipedia. Now, while these guys are not exactly fire in the sense of a flame, such phenomenons, which most likely remain unknown to humans for most of the history, demonstrate that fire analog can survive underwater. The interesting thing is, this scientific finding may share subtle connection with Quranic interpretation. In Surah At-Tur verse 6, which is our case study, the phrase Wal Bahri al Masjur has many interpretation. The word masjur in classical Arabic has several meaning, and that's the problem. The first one means filled or full, second means heated, third means kindled or ignited, and fourth means restrain or contain. These multiple meanings diversify the interpretation between even classical scholars. Some said it refers to the sea being filled to its brim, others said the sea is being restrained by Allah so it doesn't destroy terrestrial lives, and the rest said that the sea is set ablaze or is heated. Today, today we know that modern discoveries of underwater volcanoes and superheated vents unveil. So one possible meaning of masjur is that it's the idea that the sea has heat beneath it, which it happens to align with what science has revealed. So yeah, miracle, I guess. But in the end of the day, it's important to note that this does not mean the verse of the Quran is a scientific description, nor that it predicted a specific geological fact. But it does show that the Quranic language is broad enough as well as deep enough to encompass meanings that fit both classical interpretations and modern observations. So yeah, that's all I guess. It's been 5 minutes. I hope you all can learn something from this video. And thank you for watching and see you guys next time.